All right, guys, this is Ro, and now to the second part of applying green screen and doing some effects to make some awesome online videos so that you can promote your business or promote whatever you're doing online and get a whole bunch of attention. So now, this is the first thing we want to do is we want to pull up whatever video that we took and we want to remove it from our camera and add it to our computer. Now guys, I'm using a Mac computer. If you have a Windows computer, I will show you how to do the Windows stuff in the program right below this video. You can take part in the program and get further training on how to do that. But check out this video anyway. It's going to show you some good stuff. So I already pulled the video off of my my camera, and the camera that I'm using is a simple Android phone. I'm using the Galaxy Note 2. If you look at the video in the corner, this is a picture of the Galaxy Note. This is the Galaxy Note 3, guys. I'm sorry. The Galaxy Note 3, it takes great HD video, and you don't have to have a sophisticated movie quality camera. Don't buy, guys, don't go out and spend $3,000 or $4,000 on a camera right now. We're doing these videos, just get your skill up, get your level of comfort up of talking in front of the camera, and then you can focus on building your studio and getting fancy equipment later after you've done the basics. Okay, so I've pulled the video that I want to do off of the camera. I've added it. The software that I'm going to show you guys here in this preliminary training is Camtasia Studio 2 for Mac computer. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to be sharing Windows stuff for you guys later. I know a lot of you have Windows machines. I will be sharing how to use some of the movie making software and how to do the effects on Windows machines. But check out this training anyway. So I'm going to move the file that I brought down to the very beginning of my timeline. There we go. And actually, that's not the beginning. Let's drag it to the very beginning, guys. And the way you can do that is move the slider, and it kind of scrunches down the timeline so you can see what's going on. So I'm going to grab this video, move it to the very beginning. Okay, now I'm going to move my slider over to the very beginning also. All right, now let me magnify again, because as I remember, there was a portion of the video where I started talking, but I didn't like what I was saying, so I said, let me cut that out, and I'm going to start over again. I'll show you guys that.
Hey guys, welcome
to... So let's edit that little portion out by moving the timeline where you want the video to start. You can see where the audio starts, so that's a good indicator of where to go. Now, move the slider where you want to cut out, and hold down the shift key on your Mac computer, and then move the slider, and that helps you select what you want to remove. Once you get the slider where you want, and you selected the portion that you want to remove, then click on Ripple Delete. Bingo. Now we're going to start the video where we want to.
Hey guys, welcome.
All right, perfect. So now move the slider back, and let's go ahead and apply some green screen effects. Now, first thing is I did pull down a wallpaper that I want to use for the background. I'm going to show you guys exactly where I got the wallpaper from. Okay, so this is the wallpaper, and this is the site that I want to give you guys. The name of the site is hdw.eweb4.com. All right, now this site gives you a lot of wallpapers, and that's exactly what that's the kind of backgrounds that I like to use, just wallpapers, guys. You can find all kinds of abstract backgrounds here for free, and these are some backgrounds. I like to use more color, and I don't want it to be too dark, but just giving you a hint of what can be found there. If you type in abstract, you can even choose a color of the abstract that you want. I chose purple already, but we can choose green. It'll pull up a whole bunch of abstract green backgrounds. Now guys, the reason why I want to use an abstract background, I don't want it to be too busy. I don't want to take the viewer's attention off of me and what I'm saying. And I do that by using, nice backgrounds, but there's not a lot to focus on. So I'm not going to use cars. I'm not going to use beautiful models in the back. I don't want people staring at what's behind me. I want people paying attention to me. I want it to look nice, but I want people to pay attention to me and what I'm saying. Okay, so anyway, that's where you can go and get some of the backgrounds. A lot of those images could be copyrighted, so do that at your own risk. Okay, guys. So let me close my mail. Let's go back to here. So now I'm going to show you how to apply some of the effects. So we'll choose video effects, and then now also something I want to tell you guys is in Camtasia 2 for Mac, you can do some of the chroma keying. That's the technique that where you can remove the color of the background and apply some effects or video. You can put a video behind you moving, or you can put a wallpaper like I just showed you. So you cannot do that on Camtasia for Windows yet, from what I understand. Okay, so hold tight, Windows users. I will be showing you some software that you can use on your machine to do this stuff. All right, so let's take the remove a color and apply it to the video. All right, now you saw a whole bunch of the properties come open. Guys, if the properties do not come open automatically, just go down to your video on the timeline, click the button, and then right click or do a 2-finger click if you're using a Mac laptop, and then hit it says hide properties right now, and that hides it. Or you can do the 2-finger or right click and show properties, and that opens up all of the stuff. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do some application. All right, so the first thing that I want to do is choose the color that I want to take out of the video. So I'm going to choose one of the dark pieces of color behind me. Okay, as you can see, there is a couple of wrinkles in the green screen. I'm going to choose one of the dark colors out of one of those wrinkles, and that usually does the trick of applying some green screen. Now see, there's a little bit of hint of green outline around me, and don't worry about all this stuff in the background. There's a piece of the green screen that didn't cover part of the wall over here. There's a piece of the green screen that didn't cover my car. Don't even worry about that. We're going to cut that out. All right, so now let's move some of these sliders over here so we can apply the effect. So thing that I want to tell you guys is always make note of what the percentages are so that you know how to go back and restart again if you've kind of messed up the settings as you're going. Okay, so this is tolerance. It's at 10%. I'm going to move it up, and as you can see, some of that green outline around my body is already disappearing. So let's leave it at 20. And also guys, if you like the amount and doing it with the mouse doesn't work, just type it in 20 and then hit enter. There we go. Softness, let's change. Starts at 10. Okay guys, so the softness was at 10%. I went ahead and moved it to 14%. So let's look at the tolerance. I think I will keep the tolerance at 16, and let's move the hue until we see a more natural color. All right, I think that is good enough. Defringe is in the middle because we can go into negative numbers, and actually I think defringe is going to be good at about 6%. Okay, so I think I've got the chroma keying, or removing the green background, the green screen from the video. I think I've got that to the point that I like. So now I am going to adjust the canvas and move myself to the middle of the video, right? There we go. You want to fill up the screen, guys. And now let me click on media. All right, so we've got that going. Let's go into adjust canvas. I don't want to do anything there. Really, what I'm looking at wanting to do now is to remove some of the edges out of the video. So let's go to video effects, and I think I have to close this on the timeline. Nope. Okay. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So you right click on it. After you're out of the effects, click on the clip in the timeline. Then you right click until you see this enable crop mode. Now we're going to enable the crop mode, and that is going to allow me to remove portions of the screen that I don't want to show up in my video. So we're going to cut out this part. You can kind of see the wall showing right there. So I'm going to remove that part. And over here, I'm going to move this back. You can see the rest of my garage. I'm going to remove that. We don't want to see my car there. So now we've got the video to the point that we want it. Now I do want to keep as much of the background in there as I possibly can without showing too much, because sometimes you'll find that you do videos, you do arm movement, if you talk with your hands, if your hands go out of the area that you cut, then it's going to look like your hand just half of your hand just disappeared while you're moving around, and you don't want that. So there we go. So now we're done with the cropping. Press enter there. And let's right click on it again. Oh, we have to click the media. There. Now let's right click it. Now I'm going to disable crop mode, because now I want to change the scale so that I fill up most of the video screen. Okay. And that's what you want, to fill up most of the video screen. You see the yellow lines appear to tell you what is the center line of the frame, to help guide what we're doing. Okay, so that looks good. Now I'm going to go ahead and go back to media, and I'm going to put my background in there. Now, guys, I'm just telling you that your background can be a still photo, or it can be a video. In this case, I'm going to use a still photo. I like the way that abstract purple looks back there. So I'm going to keep that there. And just a tip, guys, especially if you're going to upload these videos to YouTube, you always want your video to be a little longer, after you finish talking, because after you complete a video, you may want to add later on, go back and add an annotation. If your video is not long enough, then you can't do that. So I always extend it out for a period of time, and there's no talking, and I may not be talking, or there may not be anything going on in the video. But if I want to add an annotation to tell my viewers, hey, go subscribe to my channel, or hey, go check out this other video, I can do that if you leave room to do that. Okay, so now let's do a quick test play.
Hey guys, welcome to the back office of this page. I'm glad you responded to the question.
I can see
if you are looking to make more income or improve your life.
Okay, so I can see that the video looks pretty good, but there's still portions of my shirt that are kind of appearing and disappearing. So I need to make another adjustment. So I'll go back to the clip and adjust it so that my shirt is not transparent. Okay, so let's play around with the defringe a little bit. I'm at 4%. Now you see that darkened in the color a little bit. We don't want to do too much, so let's keep it at, here we go. I think I'll keep it at 11. Hue, we are at 65%. If we go further down, then I turn into a Martian. I turn green. So we don't want to do that. Let's keep that at 65. And that's why it's good to track your numbers over here, guys, when you're changing things. So softness, I started at 14. Let's move that around. Let's play around with that. Okay, that is what we want to adjust. So you see that one controls how transparent I look as I'm talking. But we don't want to go too far because it also has some of the sharp edges in there that show green. So of course, when you're recording a video, you get phone calls and all that. And I'll just call them back. Sorry for the interruption, guys. Tolerance, let's change that level one more time. Okay, we don't want to do too much there. But all right, let's play it now and see what it looks like.
And your response to that question with a yes. So welcome to the back office. Now listen, there are some resources right below this video that I want you to take a look at, and it's going to give you more information on what.
Now, I'm pretty happy with that. It's not perfect, but again, guys, you get the idea of what I'm doing. You can definitely make adjustments in your video until you get the exact color, the exact edge. You get the edges of your image to look the way that you want, and just play around with those, guys. And you can play around with different backgrounds. Look, you can add pictures up there. Say if I wanted something to appear up here while I'm talking, you can take your own picture or make a picture of things and put them in the background. I like to use, if you have Mac, I like to use Keynote to make pictures of words and then put them in the background. You can do the same thing with Microsoft PowerPoint if you're on a Windows machine. You can make different backgrounds and different words that pop up while you're talking to really emphasize your point. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this little lesson on some green screen stuff. As I said, if you want to get more in-depth information on these background effects and how you can make some really cool effects on your video, go ahead and subscribe to my coaching, and I'll make more videos and help you guys as much as I can, answer some questions. And I will be including training on other softwares for other systems, other operating systems that you can use if you have a Windows machine, etc. Okay, so guys, again, I look forward to helping you guys out and making the best of your internet opportunities and what you're doing online. This is Ro Fisher, again, talking to you from right outside of Austin, Texas, and I will see you at the top or over the top. Have a fantastic day.